Okay, I want you to really picture this for a second. You wake up tomorrow morning, you grab your coffee, and you open up your inbox. But instead of the usual clutter, you find a steady stream of replies from real business owners asking you one simple question. Hey, when can we jump on a call? Seriously, imagine getting high-value prospects to come directly to you without dumping money into expensive ad campaigns and without spending hours trapped in that endless cycle of social media posting. And no, you aren't spending all day typing out manual messages either. Instead, you've got an AI system running in the background while you sleep. It's out there finding prospects, writing incredibly personalized emails, following up automatically, and generating real, genuine conversations. Sounds kind of like science fiction, right? Well, just a few years ago, it absolutely was. But today, this is the literal reality for thousands of agencies, consultants, and B2B businesses. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to break down exactly how to automate high-value client acquisition. But before we get into the actual blueprint, we really need to address the elephant in the room. You've probably heard people say it, or maybe you've even felt it yourself after getting absolutely zero replies to your own outreach. The big question, is cold email dead? Okay, let's dive into this. The short answer? No. But bad cold email is absolutely 100% dead. The problem is that most people build their outreach systems completely backwards. They spam thousands of businesses with generic copy-pasted templates, get completely ignored, and then immediately conclude the whole channel's broken. But while traditional spamming is basically useless now, AI-powered outreach is absolutely thriving. The businesses that are actually winning the client acquisition game right now, they're using a completely different playbook.
So let's jump right into Section 1, the end of spam.
For years, the dark ages of the 2010s dictated just one basic formula for cold email. The old way was basically to buy a giant, sketchy list of contacts, write one incredibly generic email, blast it out to 10,000 people, and just pray someone replied. And spoiler alert, praying is not a highly effective business strategy. The results were exactly what you'd expect. Terrible open rates, abysmal reply rates, and totally destroyed sender reputations. Over time, inbox providers just got smarter, spam filters improved significantly, and honestly, businesses just became way harder to impress. The old game was over. Then, AI stepped in and brought us to the new way. Because for the very first time in history, you could achieve real personalization at scale. And I don't mean that fake robotic personalization like just inserting a hi first name. I mean deep, contextual personalization. And this brilliantly illustrates why modern AI completely changes the game. When you get this new approach right, you create this highly specific aha moment. Real personalization makes prospects read your message and literally think, wait, did this person actually write this just for me? When a prospect feels uniquely valued like that, they actually pay attention. Modern AI allows you to generate that exact highly targeted reaction, not just once or twice, but hundreds of times a day entirely on autopilot.
Which brings us to Section 2, the AI client machine. Here are the core steps to make this work. Every single successful AI cold email system has these 4 essential parts. Step 1, find the right prospects. Step 2, research those prospects automatically. Step 3, generate your personalized outreach. And step 4, follow up consistently. Now, I need to give you a pretty strict warning right here. If you miss even one of these steps, the entire system completely breaks down. It's like a giant puzzle. You cannot skip straight to the email writing without doing the research, and you definitely cannot find prospects without following up. They have to work together as a fully integrated machine.
Now, here is a hard truth that most marketers absolutely hate to admit. Most people obsess over writing the perfect, clever email copy, but the actual winners, they obsess over targeting. Why? Well, because the easiest sale in the world is solving a problem for someone who already knows they need help. Think about it. If you email every single business owner in your city, you're just guessing. Actually, scratch that. You're just gambling. But if you only contact companies that are actively looking for what you sell, your job becomes incredibly easy. Good targeting beats good copy every single time.
So what does good targeting look like? Modern prospecting systems are hunting for something very specific, buying signals. We're talking about things like recent funding rounds, hiring activity, expansion announcements, website redesigns, new service launches, and aggressively growing teams. If a company is showing these signals, they are actively spending money to grow. They are out there looking to buy solutions right now, not excuses. By targeting these specific signals, you are catching businesses exactly at the moment they need your expertise the most. Moving on to Section 3, writing emails that convert.
Now, this is where AI becomes, frankly, pretty dangerous for your competitors.
In the past, you'd have to spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes manually researching every single company before you even started typing an email to them. Now, AI does that heavy lifting instantly. It can summarize entire websites, analyze services, identify potential pain points, and generate key insights in literally a matter of seconds. For instance, AI can notice that a local marketing agency is actively expanding into healthcare clients, or it can analyze an e-commerce store and notice they just launched a brand new product line. When you reach out with that kind of highly specific context, you aren't just another spammer. You're someone who actually paid attention. And look, attention is extremely rare these days, and rare things get responses. So how do we actually structure that attention-grabbing email? Well, a lot of cold emails fail in the very first sentence because they immediately start bragging. You know the ones, we have 10 years of synergy in the B2B space. Nobody cares. Instead, winning emails follow a very precise 4-part structure. First, observation. Notice something interesting about them, like that new product launch we just mentioned. Second, problem. Identify a possible challenge related to that observation. Third, solution. Offer a simple, clear fix. And fourth, call to action. Just ask for a conversation. Keep it short, simple, human, and for the love of everything, absolutely no buzzwords or giant paragraphs. So the crucial point is this. Your goal with this email is simply to start a conversation. You are not trying to close a massive sale in the very first sentence. But hey, even with the absolute perfect email, you've got to remember one golden rule. Consistency always beats intensity. Most deals aren't lost because you have a bad offer. They're lost simply because people give up way, way too early. Business owners are ridiculously busy. Emails get buried, emergency meetings happen, and daily priorities completely shift. That is exactly why follow-ups win deals. Many of the most successful outreach campaigns only generate replies after multiple touchpoints. It's not because the prospects suddenly changed their mind out of nowhere. It's just that they finally had the time to sit down and respond to you. So please don't just give up after email number 1.
Finally, let's wrap up with section 4, building intelligent automation.
So here's the thing. Automation creates a really dangerous temptation. You get a taste of this AI power, and suddenly you just want more. More emails, more volume, more scale. But I need you to remember this. More isn't always better. In fact, this is the biggest mistake everyone makes when they first start using these tools. Giving in to the temptation to just blast out thousands of irrelevant emails simply because the AI allows you to do it quickly, that will ultimately destroy your trust. It completely damages your domain deliverability, and eventually absolutely nobody will see your messages because you'll be permanently trapped in the spam folder forever.
You essentially have to choose which path you're going to take here. Mindless automation is just about high volume and generic scale, and it always leads to lost trust. But the future of outreach, that entirely belongs to intelligent automation. This is where you combine the incredible lightning-fast speed of AI with vital, nuanced human judgment. The technology is definitely there to handle the boring repetition, the data gathering, and the initial drafting. But humans, you and your team still have to handle the critical relationships and make those final strategic decisions. That specific combination is just incredibly powerful.
Because honestly, the real goal of building this intelligent system isn't to take people completely out of the equation. We are not replacing humans here. We are amplifying humans. Just imagine your database filling up with hot prospects, the AI researching every single one of them, drafting the emails, and seamlessly scheduling all the follow-ups. And you only step in when interested prospects actually reply. The end result? You spend significantly less time chasing clients and drastically more time actually serving them. And that right there is the true power of this blueprint. As we look ahead, the businesses that absolutely dominate this next decade won't necessarily be the ones with the biggest teams or the deepest pockets. They are simply going to be the ones with the best systems. AI is fundamentally changing customer acquisition, and automation isn't just coming, it is already here. So I want to leave you with this final critical thought to chew on today. Will you build the system, or will you lose your best clients to the competitors who already have? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. It's time to start building.